sa impact ng S&P outlook sa business sector ng bansa, tatalakayin po natin kasama si Sir Joey Concepcion, Go Negosyo founder at private sector lead for jobs. Sir Joey, magandang tanghali po sa inyo.
Good afternoon.
Para maunawaan po ng karamihan sa ating mga kababayan at ng karaniwang Pilipino, ano po ba ang epekto ng S&P credit rating pagdating sa business at sa private sector?
Well, of course, importante rin ang rating ng Pilipinas. It gives somehow that the country is doing well if it has a good rating. And ang tingin ko naman dito, under the administration of President Marcos, things have been doing much better. And I can see it for myself. I'm in the front line and helping MSMEs. Yun ang unang natin tumutulong. This is very important, itong sector na to. If this sector is not going to do well, yung growth ng bansa natin ay talagang hindi, it will not move higher. So we have to have what I call an inclusive growth economy.
Paano po sa tingin ninyo nakatulong ang business sector improvements at ito po mga tax reforms sa rating ng S&P sa Pilipinas po ngayon?
Well, I think all of the incentives that the government has given is taking it's helping definitely big business, and it's also moving down to the medium-sized businesses, and I think the support of the government of all of these tax incentives will definitely help. But I think more than that is really pushing for a very inclusive economy. And because of digitalization, marami ngayon dito mga online, malaking bagay ng tulong yan. Many MSMEs are able to become content creators and influencers. Dati wala yan. So social media has really changed the game for breaking the barriers. Dati kami lang malaking corporations are able to advertise. Pero yung mga maliit, they cannot promote their product. They don't have access. But with social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc., nag-iba talaga ang mundo dito. And so, medyo masaya ngayon ang mga MSMEs natin kasi they have a new avenue of promoting themselves or promoting their products or services. Yung kulang lang dito is we really have to upskill our people. That is very important. If they want to become a successful entrepreneur, we always suggest take employment first, improve your skill, define your talent, and eventually down the road you can start a business. So yun ang more or less our model. Ang ginagawa namin, lumalabas kami yung Go Negosyo at kasama namin dito ang DTI sa halos lahat ng probinsya. We're hitting the grassroots. Talagang nahihirapan dito sa pagnenegosyo. At halos about 100 to 150 mentors come with us. We set up either in SM malls or Robinson malls or Ayala malls, and that's all every week. So this coming December, the first week of December, we have our Balitang Bayan Summit. This is one of the biggest events. Close to, I've told, 5,000 have registered na Balitang Bayan. So we want our OFWs, we supply a lot of workers overseas. At yes, may sakripisyo sa family nila, but at least nakakatulong dyan sa tuition fees ng mga anak nila. And they are able to have some capital to start a business so that eventually, pag nag-retire sila, dito sila sa bansa natin, they will have enough money to sustain themselves. So ito ang sa tingin ko is the way forward. DTI is a very strong partner of Go Negosyo. So yung private sector, galing ang mga mentors dito, mga top entrepreneurs, at kasama namin dito ang mga regional directors ng DTI, kasama dyan of course, Secretary Chris Roque. Itong partnership na to ay sa tingin ko yun ang tamang formula para talagang we're able to reach every Filipino out there, and that is my goal for the last 19 years, to really help our MSMEs. At least, ang mangyayari dyan, if we have negosyantes that are doing well, syempre our economy will start to grow. Hindi lang big corporations like ourselves that should grow. We really have to scale up our MSMEs so that they can become medium and large, and eventually people, like our companies. No? So I've seen it. No? Many of them, I can see that they're moving up. No? Through basically what we do, we provide mentors, we provide access to funding, and we provide access to market, which we're teaching them now to learn social media, learn the platforms that you should be in, and we're teaching them how to become influencers and content creators.
So ito pong darating na Balikbayan na summit, Sir Joey, you're encouraging itong ating mga OFWs, yung mga kumikita ngayon ng malaki sa bansa na eventually mag-invest sa ating bayan, maybe start their own business so that they don't have to, live in another country forever.
Yes.
And come back.
Tama, kasi they have to have a roadmap. Eventually, these people, either some of them will be lucky enough to, if they're working in Europe or the United States, they may have the chance to become citizens, may have the chance. Pero karamihan dito sa ibang Middle East countries, syempre that's not accessible, no? So, pero many of them are of course getting much better pay, no? Kasi ngayon medyo malakas yung dollar, no? So, people are saying, the dollar is strong. Yes, for us who live here, that is negative. But for the OFWs who are working overseas, that is positive. So that will help them. Of course, we don't want our Philippine peso to depreciate. But of course, when the peso depreciates, it also makes us more competitive, no? But again, it has to be a balance. So I am really passionate in really helping our OFWs will eventually retire in the Philippines, no? And we want them, after sacrificing being away from their family, to have the chance to provide for their family a better life. And that is sustainable. If they come back, they can be employed, or they can at least start a business with their, but most of them, if they really took care of their money, they will have enough to provide for starting a business. And this is where we're trying to help them. We will be very careful. Those who have no skill or who don't know what to do should not even start a business.
Okay. Sir Joey, ito po mga usap-usapan ng mga politika nitong mga nakaraang araw. Bagamat internal issue po ito, how do you think this is affecting also our economy, our businesses?
Well, unfortunately, of course, you have this situation ngayon. Pero I think, regardless of that, we should remain focused on our economy. I think all of these things will eventually pass. And what's important is that this Christmas season, we have to celebrate. No? Celebrating Christmas in a happy environment generates more spending. So the more that people will spend to buy gifts, to have parties, that helps a lot in increasing the economy. As of this point in time, our company is in the ice cream, the pasta, and all of that. At this point in time, what we see is we're running out of stock. So this is one of the best holiday seasons that we see, that the demand is quite high. No? It's unusual that we produce enough for the next 3 months, but you can see the surge in people wanting to celebrate. So that's a good sign.
And last question, Sir Joey, how do you think we can sustain or upgrade pa itong credit rating outlook ng Pilipinas?
I think the President is doing a great job. He has got the government to partner with the private sector. I am part of the Private Sector Advisory Council on Jobs, together with Fred Ayala, and there are different sectors, the health sector, infrastructure, and all of that. So all sectors of the Private Sector Advisory Council is advising the President. We are also doing our own thing. In my case, we are upskilling our people to have more jobs, and we're creating more negosyantes to put up their own negosyo. So each sector is doing what they think they should do to make the lives of our people more comfortable, more progressive. Then again, what I'm trying to say is that what is important is that the economy should grow. Okay, it's very important that the economy should grow, but what we have to see is that the people at the bottom of the pyramid are able to really prosper much more, because that bottom of the pyramid is where a lot of people are having a hard time. And the private sector, big business, is now realizing that together with government, we definitely can make a great impact, and I can see it happen. So this administration is really pro making this country more inclusive.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Sir Joey Concepcion, Go Negosyo founder at
Salamat din.
private sector lead for jobs.